let me know if you guys enjoy the storytime videos. I know previous you guys have really enjoyed my storytime videos. So if you want me to continue making storytime videos and all that stuff, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. Because you guys smashing the like button really tells me that you guys want to see more future videos similar to this or like about like the same kind of thing. So let me know if you guys like this video, and yeah, let's just get right into the video. But yeah, also by the way, if you haven't checked out yesterday's video, make sure to go check it out. It got significantly less views than I expected it to get. So go check it out. I'm pretty sure it didn't hit sub boxes or something like that. So go check it out if you haven't seen it. Link will always be in the description down below, so you can see like after the video ends, or like if you watch the full video at the end, like a little thing will pop up and you'll be able to click it and it'll take you to the video. But anyways, let's get into the video, and then yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy. Alright, so today I'm gonna be telling you guys a story of when like a substitute teacher actually made me cry, or like about to cry. Like this happened like a long time ago, and I was kind of debating on whether to tell a story or not, but I decided I will, because you know you guys like the story time videos and I didn't really know what other story to tell apart from this one. So I just wanted to tell you guys this. I've had this one as like a video idea for a while now, so I just decided to make it and you know get it off the list. But basically like I said, this happened a long time ago. I was probably in either kindergarten or first grade. I'm gonna have to say kindergarten for sure. It was kindergarten, and you know I was just going to class. It was a normal day, and I was always like a really good student. Like I was one of like those students that like try their best. He was always like on their best behavior, and I never really got in trouble. Like I might have gotten like 1 or 2 warnings here, like for like talking to my friend or something like that, but for the most part I was always a good kid. I always turned in stuff early. I never used to talk when the teacher was talking. You know, I just try to be on my best behavior. I never try to like get in trouble. And like in my school we had this thing called pull a card, or like basically cards that basically tell you like your behavior for the day. And like each person started off at green like every day, so each day resets and everybody started out on green, and green basically means no trouble, you were good. And I always try to stay on this because you know I was the good kid, and you know I was a little kid. I didn't really care about much. The only thing that I cared about was like to make my parents proud and to be a good person. So all I wanted was to always take in greens every day, you know. So I would just try to keep a green streak, you know, and I kept this for like pretty much the whole year in kindergarten. And I think I only got like 2 times to pull the card. One time it was kind of like a joke that the teacher like made everybody pull a card because this kid didn't want to pull a card, so she just made like everybody else pull a card. That way he would see that it's not that bad. And then the second time it was this time, and it actually made me cry because like I literally did not deserve it. But like just listen to this story. So like we had these things called pull a card. Like I said, green was like the best behavior. You start off with that. Your goal for the day is to stay on that. And then once you get like a warning or something, you have to pull the card and you have to get like a yellow. Now the yellows after like you get like 2 or 3 warnings, or like you know something like that, like, or maybe like the kid, like the teacher told him not to talk and he keeps talking, so like she makes him pull a card to yellow. So it's not big deal, it's yellow, you're still alright. But you know most kids don't want to get yellow. And then the next one after yellow is red. Red is like, you know, you've been really bad all day, you got to be sent to office, and then you know talk to your parents and all stuff. But you know I never got red. I usually try to stay on the green one just because you know I was a really good kid. But basically I was just going to school this day. I thought it was gonna be a normal day. I thought I was gonna get a green again. I was just gonna be my best behavior. I was gonna be a beast. I was gonna do my work, get out of there, and go home. You know that was my goal for the day. But I got to school, and immediately there was something wrong. The teacher wasn't there. And then after a while, you know, we sat down on our spots, the bell rang, and then we see this person come in, and it was actually a substitute teacher. We had a substitute teacher. And you know I'm like, oh okay, it's not our regular teacher, but like you know it should be a chill day. We should just get through it. Let's just try to get home. Let's just you know bang this day out. Let's get it excellent behavior. So you know as the teacher's walking in, I'm walking into like you know I had just got into my desk, and then I noticed that there's this kid crying, and you know everybody was staring at him, everybody like trying to like help him out and all that stuff. But he was just crying, and I to this day don't know why he was crying. But he was crying, and he was like on my little table, because you know when you're kindergarten you don't get your own desk. You share like a table with like 6 other people, so there's like 3 people on this side, 3 people on this side, and then the person like across from me was crying, and I was trying to help him out. Everybody was like trying to ask him like why he was crying. Like I said, I don't know why he was crying, but he was crying, and you know I was just kind of like trying to like help him out and all that stuff. Everybody was trying to help him out, but unfortunately you know he just kept crying. And then I had like a brilliant idea. I'm like, dude, this is gonna be like the best idea ever. This should help him out. I'm gonna tell the teacher, I'm gonna let him know that this kid's crying, and you know hopefully the teacher can help him out, because you know teachers are like adults, he should know what to do. So I'm like, alright, I'll just raise my hand. So I just raised my hand. I'm like, kid, dude, this kid freaking crying. But I didn't say. I just raised my hand. I'm like waiting, just call on me. And then the substitute teacher, he was like trying to take a roll call. He was like having trouble like listening and all that stuff. He was having trouble freaking taking a roll call. So you could just already tell, you know, his hearing was not the best. He saw my hand, he you know, he's like, yeah, what do you want? And I'm like, this kid's crying. And I don't know how he messed this up. I don't know like how bad his hearing was, but I literally said, this kid's crying. You know, like I was like kind of like trying to hint at him, go help him out, you know, this kid needs help. And then he's like, what'd you say? and I said, this kid's crying. And then he's like, go pull a card. I'm like, what? What? How does me telling you to help this kid make me pull a card? Like, doesn't make any sense. But this guy, I guess he didn't hear. And he's like, why'd you call him a crybaby? And I'm like, what? Crybaby? Those words never came out of my mouth. All I said was, this kid's crying. I never said he's a crybaby. And then I think the kid heard, and then he started crying louder. And then everybody was like, what? He never even said crybaby. And you know, everybody was just like in shock. And me, my heart literally stopped when I heard pull a card, because like I said, I was always a good student, try to get like good grades and all that stuff. I try to keep it on green, and this boy was literally gonna ruin my streak for no reason. I never even said crybaby. So I'm like, but I said, he's crying. I didn't say he's a crybaby. You know, I was just being nervous. I was probably not talking loud enough. I was really scared, and I was just frozen. And he's like, pull a card or I'm gonna send you to the office. And I was so, I didn't know what to do. I was literally scared. I was like mad. I didn't know what the fudge was going on. I was in shock. I'm like, what? And I was thinking like, bruh, it's just pull a card. I literally pulled the card like every day. I know, but like for me it was a big deal. I was a little kid. It was in kindergarten, and I was just a really good kid. You know, like thinking back on it, you know, I probably shouldn't have cried, but you know. And it's ironic. I like raised my hand, told the teacher that he was crying, and then I was the one that ended up crying. But like this guy, okay, so I was still shocked I was still like stuck to my chair. I was shocked. I'm like, what? And then I got up. I started walking really slowly to like, you know, where they like have like all the cards and all that stuff. I started walking to it, and then I reach it, and I'm like, I grabbed green, and I was like literally shaking. I was like, no dude, this isn't about to happen, dude. Like, why? And then I put it in the back, and then I just see that yellow, and it was like the morning, so I was the only one with the yellow card, and it was just retarded. I was just like, nah dude. I was just so down the whole day. I just walked to my desk, and I was all like, with my head down. I was like all sad and all that, because this guy literally made me pull a card, which isn't that big of a deal. But for me, like I said, it meant a lot for no freaking reason. I literally said, this kid's crying. He thought I said he's a crybaby. So I just went back to my desk and just like, alright dude. this guy. So yeah, I just finished all my work. I was really sad all day, and then I got home, and then, you know, some tears came out, but it wasn't, you know, I got over it. I was freaking like a little kid. I know it's not that big of a deal. I know you guys think this story is kind of retarded because I cried for literally pulling a dumbass card from a substitute teacher. But like I said, there's a couple of reasons I cried. One, that was like my first ever time pulling a card, like getting in trouble. Two, oh yeah, I didn't even mention this. This guy was like yelling at me. Well, not like yelling at me, you know. But like I kind of felt like he was like, pull a card. Pull a card. I'm gonna, if you don't pull a card, I'm gonna take you to the office. You know, I was kind of scared. I'm like, office, like chill, bruh. Bruh, you're gonna send me to the office for this? Like, no, dude. If he would have sent me to the office, I don't know. Like, he would have got fired. Just plain, but like, that would have been funny if he actually did send me to the office. But that would have been so retarded, dude. I would have like literally like started crying, like right in the classroom. But yeah, he was kind of being a little bit loud, you know, like I don't know if it was because his hearing or something. I remember I saw some like hearing aids, so it's not his fault, but you know, kind of it is. Like he should have like, I mean, I was telling him, I'm pretty sure he heard like the second time I said it, but he still made me pull a card. And then, you know, it's just I didn't want to pull a card, but yeah, and I had to go with the yellow card that day, and it kind of sucked. It ruined my streak. I would have had all green streak, but you know, this guy did, this boy. But anyways, you know, I got over the next day of school. It was much better. This guy, I never saw him ever again, luckily, and you know, never had to deal with him again. But yeah, that day was pretty bad for me. And I just want to tell you guys that story of when I cried by a substitute teacher. I know it seems a little bit more dramatic than it's supposed to be. It's literally just pull a card, but you know, like I said, I had like a full green streak. Like imagine like being like the best student, and then it gets ruined by some retard that messed up, because literally he messed up. I didn't do anything bad, and I was just chilling, dude. I was trying to help out the kid. I don't know what ended up happening with him. I'm pretty sure he ended up stopped crying after a while, but I was just trying to help him out. But that was pretty bad. That was like pretty bad. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy the story. I'm pretty sure it was kind of weird. It was like kind of like a different story that I said. But if you guys want to see more story time videos, I'll try to think of a new like story. Like I know I have like some stories that I could tell, but like just I don't remember them at the moment. It's like kind of hard to like, think of like story time videos because you have to like think of a good one. I know this one might have not been the best, but if you still want to see more story time videos, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I'll just see you guys tomorrow in that video. Like I said, I'm starting school, but I'm still gonna be trying on like being upload like daily uploading and all that stuff. And like I said, if you haven't checked out yesterday's video, make sure to go check it out. And yeah, I'm sorry if my videos are going up a little bit late now. It's just that when I get back from school, I'm literally like so tired. I just have to like do some stuff. I've literally been falling asleep. I've been like taking naps like yesterday and today, and it's kind of bad. Like I feel bad when I take naps because I feel like I just get like I like erase an hour out of my life. But you know, it just helps me like recuperate. And I guess yeah. But hopefully I stop taking naps. Hopefully I get back on like my good sleeping schedule. And yeah, but we're gonna start grinding school. Like I said, today was the second day of school. Not as bad as yesterday, but you know, still kind of getting used to going to school and all that stuff. But yeah, you still should be seeing daily uploads, and especially on the weekends, those will be when I put like the most effort on my videos. By the way, Saturday should be a complete banger. Saturday's video will be a banger, so stay tuned to that and all that stuff. And just tomorrow, I'll probably be back with another video. So just, you know, just keep on supporting me. And yeah, we're almost on the road to 1K. Today I woke up, or like today I came back from school and I noticed I got 5 more subs. I don't know what the hell I got 5 subs from. I was trying to check if somebody shouted me out or something like that, but I couldn't find it. I don't know where 5 subs came out of nowhere, but like I normally don't gain 5 subs in a day. But welcome all those new people. I don't know if you guys are watching this, but if you are, thanks for subscribing. It really means a lot and all that stuff. And make sure to smash that like button on my videos because it means a lot. But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow in my video. Other than that, it's me, UpRyZe, Reflex, and I'm out. Peace.